going to show you how to properly inspect bearings and the races. I'm not going to talk about the seals because every time you change the bearings or the races out, you always change the seals. You don't save a few extra bucks here and there to save money just because you don't want to spend money on the seals. You always buy the seals. Whenever you buy new bearings, you always buy the seals. And whenever you buy bearings, you buy the races. You don't skip out because I know a lot of places sell them together. You know, a race and a bearing together. But you never ever skimp out on buying the races and bearings and not the seals, or you buy the seals and the bearings, not the races. You always buy all three. Now, start with the bearing. There's two little wear marks, if I can get the camera to focus in on it. Two little wear marks. It goes all the way around. Now, they're very faint in color, but they're still there. And there's a better view of it right there. Now, they're still there. But, and outside the bearing, you'll see those three little marks all the way around. One in the middle, one on top, one on bottom, and one on top. And here's the race for that bearing. You see that little fine edge of metal all the way around? Well, yeah, I can't show you, but you can feel it. You can feel, there it is. Turn it the right way, genius. But right, okay, focus it, there we go. Focusing on the race there. It goes pretty much all the way around it. And there's two little marks. Now, some of that's grease and stuff like that. You know, ignore the lines going up and down because that's just oil and grease. I can guarantee that. But you see those two little lines, discolorations on the inside of the race? Now, ways to inspect bearings. I'm sure everybody has their own opinion, their own way, their own everything. But all these came off of a empty weights. Estimated weight is about 15 to 20,000 pounds. Now, when you're dealing with a vehicle that big, you don't take shortcuts. You don't take any shortcuts. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no, well, I can buy that and save money on that, or I can buy these two and save money on this, or I can buy those two and save money on that. When you buy the bearings, you buy the races. When you buy the races and bearings, you buy the seals. You buy all three. I don't care what anybody says. You always buy all three. No, I'm not a certified mechanic. No, I'm not an educated idiot. No, I don't have 15, 20, 25, 30 years under my belt. No, but I've seen a lot of stupid stuff. A lot of stupid stuff that people will do just to save a few bucks. Just to save a few bucks. It makes no sense. But these are, the bearings, the seals. There's some of the easiest parts to change out. The races, they can be a little fun to change out. Those are press fitted in. There's no easy way of you getting out. You can use an actual tool to pound the races out. You can use a screwdriver, you can use an air chisel, but you gotta use it very carefully. You do not want to scarp the inside of whatever that's in, or the outside of whatever it's on. You never ever want to scar it up. If you use air chisel, you gotta be very careful with it. Or even with a screwdriver, you gotta be very careful with it. You never want to scar anything up. But again, you never skimp out between the bearings, the races, or the seals. You never ever skimp out on them. Now, in the future, these will be better videos because I'll have an actual camera. But for right now, I'm using my phone. I know I'm not the best cinematographer out there, but I'm here just try to give you practical advice for practical people. Now, this can be taken one way or another. Either you take it and you use it, or you take it and you ignore it. I hope you take this information and you use it. Save it somewhere. Save it on your YouTube channel. Bookmark it. I don't care. But when it comes to changing bearings out on any vehicle, whether it's a school bus, a semi truck and trailer, your car, your van. When it comes, if any part of your vehicle's wheels, the front or the back, whether it's rear wheel driven or front wheel driven, one or the other set's going to have these kind of bearings on it, whether you want them or not. Some of the new ones might not have it. I'm not a new car mechanic. I'm an old car mechanic. I like older cars. They're easier to work on for me. It's less technology for people. More technology makes being a mechanic a lot harder when it has to be. But basically, just because it rolls and spins and it feels okay, doesn't mean it is. You can use whatever you want to do to pack these in. I use actual real bearing grease. It's harder to find now, actual official bearing grease. It's hard to find. But I've seen some people that use semi-solid grease, gear oil, which I do not recommend gear oil at all. All gear oil does is run around. But you have to use official grease. High temp, heavy duty, preferably severe duty. But you have to use actual bearing grease or grease, or I know there's a semi-solid or whatever you want to call it, semi-liquid, whatever you want to call it, kind of bearing grease out there. That's okay. But do not use gear oil. That's your cheater's way out. But I hope you get some good information out of this.